Today's topic is nifaq. We have 4 ayat for the believers, 2 ayat for the disbelievers, and then right after that you have 13 ayat talking about who? The munafiqeen. That the reason why there's so many ayat about the munafiqeen is because there's so many of them amongst the believers. What a scary thought. You should never label someone a munafiq. This is something that the Prophet ﷺ never did, and so we should follow that sunnah. Nobody should be in their head saying, oh yeah, that guy, this description belongs to that guy. Nifaq is something that is in the heart, and so therefore this should be a session for you to do some internal reflection. The first point that you need to take from this is that the munafiq prays. People who are claiming their Islam, who are very proud of their Islam, and they really neglect their prayers. Should we use the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ where he says the difference between the believer and the disbeliever is salah? I'm not going to make a fatwa. I'm just saying the fact is that the Quran and the Sunnah is being very clear here, saying that the munafiqeen, they pray. They have a lot of problems in their prayer. We're going to describe that in a moment. But they do their prayers. If you keep on putting it off because you're on your own, well, this is a quality of nifaq, because you know that if the people were here with you and they said time to pray, you wouldn't object at all. You would say, yes, absolutely. So the people are affecting you more than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once again, I'm saying that these are qualities you need to be careful of. Are you ever in the middle of watching something, entertainment, you're just hanging out, I don't know, just doing whatever you're doing, and then you say, there's still 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left? SubhanAllah, that's nothing. Okay, there's still 5 minutes left. Okay, there's still 1 minute. Okay, and 1 minute left, now I'll go. And since you only have 1 minute, I better hurry up and hurry my salah up. This is the quality of the munafiq. They delay to the last moment, and then they pray quickly. Am I that person? How often do you hear people say the words, I can't? You don't say, I can't. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed you with the ability. You're denying the blessing of Allah. And not only are you denying it like quietly, but you're actually openly lying about it. So it's 2 sins on top of each other. First of all, you can do it, so don't deny the blessing of Allah. Second of all, don't lie about it when you're asked about it. This is something really, really scary. I find it very sad that when people say things like, oh, I can't. They just throw it out like it's nothing. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Like, if you can, you can. If you say, look, I have other things that take priority, just say so. You don't have to lie about it. You don't have to say, I can't, because you can. Something that people drop so easily. You choose to go, that's fine. Oh, you have other things to do, that's fine. Say that. But don't say, I must. SubhanAllah, and the scariest thing is that it doesn't even bother the person at all, to the point that they'll laugh. Oh yeah, sorry man, I think I messed it up. And they'll, oh, I can see how sorry you are. You're laughing. As first, you reject the truth. Then when you don't have anything to say, what do? You attack the person. You're attacking me as opposed to attacking my argument. So you tell the person, listen, this and this and this needs to be fixed, whatever it might be, or with your character even. Something needs to be fixed. Instead of accepting it, the person says, well, what do you know? Didn't you do this and this and this just the other day? I know exactly who you are. So don't tell me that I need to fix something. You need to fix something. So first they reject the truth, but that's not enough. They reject it, now they need to justify it, so they attack. Batrul haq, ghamtun nas. That's the description of kibr that the Prophet ﷺ gave. So don't be wrong and strong. Beautiful quote. Don't be wrong and strong. Hayyinun layyinun, easy going. Somebody who's, no, I'm right and you're wrong, and they hold on to every little thing, it shows how small their world vision is. It shows how small they are as a person, as people. And then the people listening, they hear what's being said, but they have questions. Those who are honest and sincere wait till the dust is over and then go up to the Prophet and say, by the way, I had some questions. I want to know about this, that. Beautiful. You want to know the truth, so you went and asked. The person who is a munafiq, the hypocrite, what does he do? He listens. He says, I don't agree with that. That sounds ridiculous. No, this speaker doesn't know what he's talking about. No, I don't agree with any of that. But they don't go and confront the speaker themselves. They don't go and confront the Prophet himself. What do? They wait to leave. Then they go to the person, try to cause fitna. Man, did you hear what that guy said? No, I don't agree with that sheikh. That sheikh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, the Prophet said, no, he didn't know what he was saying. No, I don't really agree. What was he saying? What was he talking about? I don't know if I agree with that stuff. Try to cause fitna. Look, if you were sincere, if you sincerely had a question, go ask your question. Unfortunately, you see this with a lot of parents. Parents will tell you, listen, don't fast during Ramadan. I'm not trying to attack any parents. I'm just trying to say, this example becomes quite clear, unfortunately, with the parents. Why? Because they're cherry picking. As a son, you have to obey your parents. Look, the Quran says it. Look, the Hadith says it. I don't know, we should be fasting, right? No, don't fast during Ramadan because you have to study for your exams, and fasting is going to make your mind weak. And listen, you can miss a day of fasting, that's okay. And, the parents are not so interested in these deen things. Oh, going to the halaqah is not important. Waking up for fajr. All these things are not so important. But obeying the parents, big deal. So cherry picking. When you tell them, listen, this is the Quran and the Sunnah, they say, I'm not so interested. The moment it's on their side, the moment they have the right, the Quran, the Sunnah, what are you doing? This is Islam. What are you're belittling the Quran and the Sunnah? You see, it's cherry picking. It's fatwa shopping. Brother, we need volunteers for such and such a day. You're free. You can help. There's no problem. I'm really busy. I really wish I could. I have things to do, and I'm just gonna be busy that day. I wish I could though. No, really, I'd love to be there. Honest, it's just not true. You can't. You guys are laughing. It's sad, but we know it, right? That day, but you watch movies that whole day, or you just you hung out with your friends that whole day. No, I'm really busy. I have a lot of things to do. Either I got a family get together, shaghalatna amwaluna wa ahluna, right? My money kept me busy, whether it be work or school, right? Or my family, as a cover. Why? Because they don't want to tell you the honest truth. Listen, I'm just not interested in showing up to your program. I just don't care. I don't want to help out. Yeah, I know you need help. I don't want to be there. I'm sorry, I have other things to do. I'd rather be watching television. Imam al-Awza'i, he said something really beautiful. He said, إِنَّ الْمُؤْمِنِ يُقِلُّ الْكَلَامِ وَيُكْثِرُ الْعَمَلِ وَإِنَّ الْمُنَافِقِ يُكْثِرُ الْكَلَامِ وَيُقِلُّ الْعَمَلِ. Indeed, the believer, he speaks little but does a lot. And the hypocrite talks a lot but does very little. The Muslims are doing this, and this is happening, and that in the Middle East this is happening, and all the Muslims around here, so many problems, and with the brothers, the brothers, the sisters, the sisters, and the children, oh my God, the children, and everybody's just talking about how horrible the ummah is. Talk. Okay, what are you doing? What have you done? Is gonna just start running? Yes, sir. Sure thing, sir. You got it, sir. Thanks. And they're all gonna run around and fix everything and say, "You did it, man. You pointed out all the problems, and thanks a lot." We don't need a bunch of people bossing things around. The wudu area is not clean enough. Here's a mop. Enjoy. Please, bismillah, be my guest. Just clean it up. Oh no, someone should do that. The best sentence in the world. Someone should do something. That's the best sentence ever. Someone should really do something. Isn't that just the most broad? Say yourself, this is a quality of the munafiqeen. Am I slipping into this disease of the heart? Am I becoming a worse Muslim? I should fear for my deen. And so the believer is the exact opposite from the munafiq. The munafiq hates criticism. He even thinks people are criticizing when nobody's criticizing. Versus the believer who seeks out criticism. The believer wants to improve. Could I have done that better? Could I have said that better? Could I have been more sincere? Did I offend you, brother? I'm sorry. I'm going to do that better next time, They're trying to give themselves honor. They try to act like these people, listen to these people's words, memorize their words, dress like them, have swag like them. Why? Because they're trying to take from them izzah. They're saying, these people have honor in my eyes. I see these people as honorable. That in and of itself is sad. I see them as honorable so much that that's where I'm going to get my honor from. I'm going to start acting like them. And so what does that tell you? It tells you that your whole mindset is completely in a bad situation. That in and of itself is a funny point. The idea of trying to be cool. I mean, how uncool is trying to be cool? I mean, that's just the least cool thing you could possibly do, and that's exactly what a lot of people try to do. It's just sad. You see these young kids trying so hard. If I buy this, maybe I'll be cool. It's not about buying something, buddy. I'm sorry. No one is gonna be. That's not how it works. I'm sorry. إذا المرء لم يدنس من اللؤم عرضه فكل رداء يرتديه جميل. You can even make it rhyme in English. It rhymes in Arabic. You can make it rhyme in English as well. It says, if a man doesn't mess his rep with something wretched, no matter what he wears, his dress will seem splendid. Either it's reciters, or it's knowledgeable ones, or it's scholars. So if you're saying to yourself, no, I have too much knowledge in Islam, it couldn't be me, the Prophet ﷺ saying, no, it could be you too. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying go attack your scholars, or no, I'm not saying that. Don't think that you're protected if you are doing a lot for the ummah, or if you are a knowledgeable person, or if you recite Quran a lot. These aren't 100% guarantees. And in fact, Hassan al-Basri has a very beautiful saying, مَا آمِنَهُ إِلَى الْمُنَافِقِ وَمَا خَافَهُ إِلَى الْمُؤْمِنِ. Nobody feels safe from it except from the munafiq. The only person who says, oh, that's not me, I'm not a munafiq, is the munafiq. That the hypocrites will always be exposed. You don't need to expose anybody. Nifaq is an issue of the heart. You have to focus on your own heart. You can't look into anybody else's heart. And in the end, Allah will expose the hypocrite. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allah will not leave the believers in the state that you are in presently until He separates the good from the evil. Actually, khabith min at-tayyib is more like the filth from the pure. That's what life is. Life is a test through these different trials. Why? So that when you put fire to the ore, it separates the filth from the gold, right? We all know the ore, the blacksmith, jazakallah khair. The blacksmith, that's what he does, right? So that's the idea. In dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to keep testing you, and in the end, the separation will be clear. It's not your business to go exposing people. Just make sure you're on the right side of the equation. I know people usually say question and comments, but I don't like questions. I like comments though. So if you guys would like to open it up for comment time, let's do that. Bismillah. I know it's a heavy topic. Anytime I've given this speech, people just sink in, oh man, that's a heavy, you know what I mean? Because it's picking at all the little problems with and that's a good thing. It's a good thing if you feel like this was a heavy speech, because like I said, the believer is the one who always fears nifaq. But if you felt like, wow, I need to really be careful, then that's the quality of the believer, because then you will improve yourself in your deen. So inshallah, I guess with that we'll close. وجزاكم الله تعالى خيرا وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.